What's up, you guys? It's Jonno! Today I'm gonna show you my New Orleans adventure. I took it pretty easy on this trip. I didn't film like my face and a whole bunch of clips, you know, because I just wasn't in the mood. I was playing with family and we were basically just doing a whole lot of tourist stuff, and I really didn't have time to take in everything that I wanted to take in from New Orleans, as well as filming a bunch of face clips. So I just decided I would show you guys my footage. Alright, so I got a ton of amazing footage. These are memories that I never want to forget, which is part of the reason that I run my channel, you guys. Part of the reason that I started doing my travel vlog series was because I just never want to forget these moments. And you guys know me, I have kind of a bad memory, so getting it all on film is absolutely the best way for me to remember my adventures and show them off for all of you guys. So today is a lot of New Orleans footage. We actually did go to the aquarium. Yes, we went over to the aquarium. That was really fun, you guys. I got some amazing footage. I'm not going to talk this whole episode, but I will come in here and there and just make some specific points, because I did catch some amazingly rare Pokemon on this adventure, and they're not all right up in the beginning. Actually, some of them are near the end. Right before I was going to the airport, I caught probably the most rare Pokemon from Generation 1. You guys can guess what you think it is in the comments if you want to guess. But yeah, or you can just think about it in your head, you know, like, what is the most rare Pokemon from Generation 1? It was at least the most rare Pokemon from Generation 1 when Generation 1 was actually out. When Generation 1 was the only generation, alright? You guys think about it. What was the Pokemon that you struggled the most to find in the wild from Generation 1? Honestly, put it down in the comments. What do you guys think? Anyway, you will definitely see the answer by the end of this video, and it is definitely a super long video. I got so much footage because that aquarium was unbelievable, you guys. I got to see an albino alligator, which I did get on film. I got to see a huge sea turtle. I got to see some amazing sharks, and you would not believe the animals were cooperating so good. They were just like, hey, Jonno, you want me to swim right up with my face in the camera? I'll do it. I was like, yo, you don't get good shots like that. You have to wait for hours to get shots like that sometimes. So this is actually a really amazing travel vlog. There's a ton of good footage in here. Most of it is the aquarium, because we did spend most of one of my days at the aquarium. If you guys did not know, I'm going to mention this again. My stepdad got really sick on this trip. He's in the video. He doesn't look sick, right? He doesn't look sick at all. He's really powering through it like a champ. He really wanted to enjoy the vacation and not be slowed down by the sickness. And you know what? I got to say I'm proud of the dude, because we had a really great time and he did not miss a beat. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, we definitely spent the whole day at the aquarium. We had planned to spend the entire day at the aquarium and then go do more adventures in other places, but because he got sick, we kind of lost some time, so I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do. However, we did drive around and look at as much of the city as possible. We did drive around one night and we looked at the Garden District. I was not able to get that on camera simply because it was like 7 p.m. and the light wasn't good, so I was like, well, I'll just remember this forever, but I won't be able to get it on camera, you know. But yeah, well, basically most of this adventure is in the aquarium, and then I did do some filming while we were driving around a couple different areas. Now, I'll let you guys know, not all of the Pokemon Go footage on the left matches up with the footage on the right. It really doesn't match up very much at all. Right now it does. Like, the footage on the left you're seeing is definitely the aquarium, and obviously the footage on the right is the aquarium, but eventually you will see me in City Park. I did get a bunch of footage in City Park. Oh wait, I think that footage is on my laptop. You may not see the City Park footage. You may just see me walking around the French Quarter, me and Mom and my stepdad and my mom's foster kid, Alan. We were all walking around and just enjoying the city. Just basically, we lifted around and we walked around and and we hit the trolley, or it's not called a trolley, it's called a streetcar. My stepdad was very clear about that. It's not a trolley, it's a streetcar, right, you guys? The movie Streetcar Named Desire is named after the streetcars in New Orleans, so that's why it's definitely a streetcar. Anyway, you guys, I don't know. I said I wasn't going to talk this whole episode. I'm basically just talking the whole time, but I am going to cut it short here, I guess. I'll let you guys watch. I got some great footage. I'll play some music or something like that. You guys can enjoy the footage. But yeah, I mean, this is just me at the aquarium. We saw a bunch of birds. Sometimes if you're not sure what you're looking at, kind of look in the distance. Like right here, it's actually a bunch of birds that you can barely see, but they had some big blue, I'm going to call them toucans, but they're probably not toucans. They had some like giant catfish, a bunch of river monsters. I mean, like, this place was crazy, you guys. It was crazy. I was just filming. It was actually a lot of fun. But anyway, you guys, I'll be back. I'll come back and show you guys some of my rare Pokedex entries. As you can see, it's a brand new account. I'm getting a crap ton of new Pokedex entries. Like, I've never got this many Pokedex entries in one day. But yeah, it's I guess that's what it's like when you play a new account. I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit. I'm enjoying it a ton. It's giving me a whole new life in Pokemon Go. Like, it's new invigoration, new account, new adventures. Alright, I'm actually really excited about it. So anyway, you guys, enjoy the music. I'll be back a couple of times throughout this episode to talk about cool things that are on the screen and talk about rare Pokemon that I caught near the end of the adventure, and just talk about what it is that you're looking at once we get out of the aquarium. There'll be some footage of other places, and I'll let you guys know what it is you're looking at when we get to those spots as well. So enjoy the aquarium. It's actually a lot of aquarium footage, and I'll come back and talk some more once we get done with the aquarium. Guys, check this out! I actually found Nemo! And he's with Dory! Dude, this was like my favorite part of the trip. I found Nemo! Let's go! And of course, Dory was in there too. There were so many kids at this tank, you would not believe it, you guys. Nemo was up in there, Dory swimming around. This was a good time. Check this out, you guys. This was crazy interesting. Did you know that seahorses actually have the males bear the babies? Yes, those are pregnant male seahorses. Whoa! And they're really chubby too. There's like 20 of them in there. Alright you guys, so this is the end of my New Orleans adventure. I did grab such a large amount of footage. It's a pretty long episode, but I gotta say it's pretty interesting. I was watching the whole thing while I was editing and I'm like, dang, I had such a good time. I wish I could have got so much more on film, but I was trying not to overfilm. But I did promise you I would catch the rarest Pokemon from Generation 1, and yes, it is a wild Grimer, you guys. I guess Muck is actually the rarest one, but I mean, catching a Muck during Generation 1 was like so impossible unless you spoof or use scanners. So yeah, for us organic players like on my new account, definitely catching Grimer was the hardest one. I had to walk Grimer to get the candies for Muck, and I barely got Muck before Generation 2 launched in 2017. So yeah, that was a big deal, you guys. To be able to get Grimer so early in the game just proves how different the game is now than when it launched. Now that we have weather boosting and more rare spawns during certain kinds of weather, you actually can find some of the more rare Pokemon that were almost impossible to find during year 1. Now, in my last episode, I did promise I would show a little bit of the mansion that we stayed in. Obviously, the mansions in Garden District were a lot bigger, but still, this was a pretty sick mansion, and I was very, very blessed to be able to stay in it for free through a friend of the family. So that is absolutely amazing. And here we go, my very last clip. We went down to the lake. I'm not even going to try to say the name. You guys know what name it is. If you guys are local, you know what. Lake Pontchartrain? I think I said it right. Pontchartrain. Anyway, this was the last thing I did before I went to the airport. And you can see I'm still getting Pokedex entries on my way out of town. Having a blast on this organic account. Anyway, you guys, that is going to be the end for this episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching the whole thing. Thank you to my amazing subscribers. I cannot wait to do more organic adventures on this account. So stay tuned for those, and please subscribe and hit a like if you haven't already. Thanks again, everybody, and peace.